Okay, welcome to O'Reilly Maths. In this video, we're going to be talking about cumulative frequency. So again, the resource I'm using here is the Johns Hopkins University CoronaVirus COVID-19 tracker. It's an excellent resource. And the part of the tracker I'm going to focus on in this video is this little graph down here. So you can expand each area of the homepage here by clicking on these buttons. So, you've probably seen a lot of graphs that are this general shape in the media that you're looking at the moment. And this general shape comes from an idea called cumulative frequency. Okay, so the way this graph works here is, if we look carefully at our y-axis, it's a linear scale and it's going from 0 up to 450k, which means 450,000. And then we have the time axis here. So these are various dates going across the x-axis. So what we can see here is, if we pick a random point, if I click on this, on the 13th of March, the total number of cases in the world, this is the global graph, was 145.2k, so just over 145,000. Okay, now what that means is that is the total number of cases that were recorded in the world up until that day, the total number. So that's all the cases that happened previously added together to give you this. Okay, so that's why this graph keeps going up and up and up and up. And obviously, as it gets steeper and steeper here, the number of cases that are being added each day is more and more. Okay, now where this comes from, where a graph like this comes from, would be this graph here, which you can also look at. So this is the cumulative frequency graph, and if we go to this daily increase tab here, these are the number of cases that are happening each day around the world, the number of confirmed cases. Obviously there's probably more happening that we don't know about. So this graph looks quite different to the other one, and you may be wondering about the difference between the two. So just to illustrate very simply, if we look at the first 3 days of this graph, so that's January 22nd, we had 555 cases. January 23rd, we had 99 cases. And then on January 24th, we had 287 cases. Okay, so that's the number of cases on each of those days. Now, if we think about those numbers, so that's 555, 99, 287, and that's finishing on the 24th. If we go back to the graph here, if we go to the 24th of January here, it says we had 941 cases. Now those 941 cases are the sum of the 3 days that we saw on the other graph, because this cumulative frequency graph represents the total number of cases in the world on this day. So let's just double check that with the calculator. So we're trying to get to 941. Okay, so I don't need Siri, I need the calculator. Okay, so let's go back to our daily increase. So we're trying to get to 941, remember? We go back here and we'll see what we have. So we have 555, 99, 287. So 555 plus 99 plus 287, and that should give us the 941. There we go, that we saw on the cumulative frequency graph.